So, with April Fool's Day fast approaching, here in this video I will show you 10 classic pranks and booby traps you may or may not have seen before. These are pranks that you can easily set up on friends and family this upcoming April 1st. Before we get started though, if you are new here, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button with notifications on, of course. Also, if you're a fan of pranks, then a thumbs up on this video is greatly appreciated. If this video gets 1,000 likes guys, I'm gonna push for another video, so please hit that thumbs up button now. Let's get pranking. Let's begin by messing with people's pizza, and these are some classic pranks I did many years ago guys. So here I have a Little Caesars pizza box. It's normal looking, but we are gonna booby trap it, and here's how. Get yourself a disposable plate, something lightweight like this, also some string and the spiciest hot sauce you can find. Take the plate and with a pair of scissors, poke a hole on one of the sides. We are gonna tie the string onto it. The length of the string should be about a foot long. With a double knot, it should stay on pretty well. Should look something like this. Put the plate on top of the pizza box, and now we can dump as much hot sauce onto the plate as possible. The other end of the string we are gonna tie to the top flap of the pizza box. The way you do this varies, not all pizza boxes are the same. Try to hide the string so it's not visible at all. Just close up the pizza box and the prank is set. Next time someone is craving pizza, they'll be in for a big surprise. Will totally ruin the pizza for them, especially if they don't like any spicy foods. I myself love spicy foods, so this prank would actually be more like a life hack for me. Another way to pull off a similar prank but be more sneaky is to get small spicy peppers like these ones. And all we're gonna do is tuck them underneath the cheese or the pepperoni. They won't see it coming until they take the first bite of their pizza. For this other prank, we are gonna do the opposite. Instead of making the pizza spicy, we're actually gonna make it sweeter. So while the pizza box is opened, slide the pizza over to the other flap, as we are gonna make our victims think that the pizza box is upside down. On the side where the pizza used to be, we are gonna spread some whipped cream all over it. Add as much as you want so it covers the pizza completely. After that, just simply close up the box, but again, leave it in an upside down position just like this, and the prank is set. Here I've placed the upside down pizza on top of another pizza box. When someone sees the pizza box, they'll naturally flip it over. And when they see what's inside, the pizza will be covered in whipped cream. Even after all this, I know there's some people out there that would actually still eat this pizza. I like that guys. We shouldn't let food go to waste, right? Now let's mess with people's phones, and these are quite easy to pull off. For this one, you will need to get a hold of someone's phone. So if they leave it laying around, grab it. It's best if the phone has a case so this prank isn't noticeable right away. Here I'm just gonna remove the case from the phone. Take a piece of clear tape and place it over the phone's camera lens. All we do now is put the case back on. No one would be able to tell that there's anything wrong with this phone. The last step is to take a marker, here I have a red one, and just apply a little dot on the camera lens. Just put the phone back, and next time the owner of the phone wants to take a picture, this will happen. They'll see nothing but red. But you gotta admit though, it makes for a really cool red filter. This next prank you guys can do on a friend who always leaves his or her phone everywhere. For example here, the phone is just sitting there on the couch. Well, you gotta act fast and set up the next prank. You'll need a rubber band. Here I'm gonna cut it, and one end I'm gonna attach it to a safety pin. A couple knots should do the trick. The other end we are gonna tie to the phone. Good thing this phone has a case, so I can easily attach it on. Luckily, I found this phone on the couch's armrest, so that's where we are gonna attach the safety pin. If the couch is delicate, then I recommend you guys use strong tape. To cover our tracks, let's just place the phone over the rubber band and the safety pin, and we are done, guys. When our friend grabs the phone, this will happen. To be honest, I was really impressed and surprised at how great the demo came out. If you set this up right, you will give your friend a big scare. For a split second, he or she will think that they have dropped their phones as the rubber band pulls it out of their hands. For this last phone prank that I'm gonna show you on this video, guys, you will need an identical cutout of the back of whatever phone you wish to prank. For example, here I have a cutout of this iPhone, so all we gotta do is remove the phone from the case and replace it with the cutout. Now the way we play it off is if you ask your friend to let you borrow his phone, when your friend is not looking, swap it out for the cardboard one. Pretend like you are using it. And when you are ready to hand over the phone back, drop it. Yeah, that's everybody's worst nightmare. For a couple of seconds, you'll freak out your friend until they realize that it wasn't their phone that just fell on the floor. Hat pranks are very easy to set up. Here I have a few you can pull off at home. For these demonstrations, we will be using these hats. You'll also need a fake spider that is attached to a piece of string or floss in this case. The hats are hung on the wall using push pins, so we are just gonna hang the spider from one of the push pins with the help of the string. Just drop the spider into your friend's hat and put it back where it goes. When they grab their hat, at first glance, the fake spider looks real, so it's sure to freak out your victim. Now let's do something similar but messy this time. For that, we will need an egg. You can easily set up this prank in under 5 seconds. Simply just take the egg and put it inside the hat. Now hang the hat on the wall and you're done. Again, the results are quite messy, so hopefully your prank victim doesn't find out that it was you who set up this prank. That way you don't end up cleaning up the mess. For this next hat prank, you will need a cup like this styrofoam cup I have right here. Just make sure it's not too big that you can't hide it inside your victim's hat. Anyway, here is where we get creative and fill it up with anything we want. So again, use your imagination. Liquids work best for this prank, although I will go less extreme and just add some cereal inside the cup. Once you have the cup in position, place the hat over it so it covers it. Your victim will have no clue when he or she picks up the hat. They'll have a mess to clean up, whether it's cereal or something else. Finally guys, let's mess with somebody's shoe. Now this will be a pretty mean booby trap, so be careful who you prank. You'll need a small water balloon like this one. Make sure it's not too big because you will have to put it inside your victim's shoe. Before you do that though, get yourself a safety pin. Tie a string to it and most importantly, open the safety pin because we are gonna tape it onto the balloon just like I'm doing so right here guys. If you need to, loosen up the laces so you are able to put the balloon inside the shoe. This is where you need to be super careful as you run the risk of popping the balloon if you do this wrong. Once the balloon is inside the shoe, the string should be able to stick out. What we're gonna do with that string is attach it onto the tongue of the shoe. I myself can easily just tie it to the tag on the tongue. Now gently push the tongue down and tighten up the shoelaces. This will force our victims to pull out the tongue at some point, and in the process they will cause the balloon to pop, just like this. As you just witnessed, this prank is sure to leave our victim's shoe very wet. Again, I must warn you, prank with caution. I just showed you 10 classic pranks and booby traps that you guys can do on friends and family this upcoming April Fool's Day. For more simple prank ideas such as the one I just showed you, please visit my channel, youtube.com/nextraker. While you're there, why not subscribe guys? I really appreciate the support. I will see you pranksters in my next video.